Hello everybody, Linkzzey here, and in the last episode, we finalized the Frost Cathedral and the 3 dragons, but today's episode, we're going to be doing something a bit different. And that is that we're going to be building 2 brand new additional boats in the Dwarven pirate region of the world today. In the last episode, we built ourselves a butterfly boat, which I'm very happy with the way that it turned out, especially with the caterpillars as the actual flags. But today we're going to be taking a little bit of a different approach, doing 2 very different boats, which I think you guys are going to absolutely love. And for those of you guys who are not familiar with the pirate island, it is based off of One Piece. This building right here is heavily inspired by Sanji. We call this the Pegasus. It's supposed to be a 3-star or 5-star Michelin restaurant that I built a long time ago for Jugs. But one thing you guys may or may not notice, that every single building in this area is completely built out of shipwrecks. So this one in particular has an upside down boat, and I turned it into a fishing shop called the Bait and Swish. And then over here, we have a little bit of a diner. But my main goal is to surround the all blue around the main island with different pirate ships, almost as if they're gravitating to or from the island and doing other things in the region. But how exactly do pirates really tie into dwarves? Well, coming over here to the pier where you'll see a bunch of pirates offloading a bunch of their loot, gravitating towards the giant door here into the wolf dwarven kingdom. You'll notice that there's a little bit of a trade going on here, at least something setting up for the future. So let's take a little bit of a look inside of here. So the real mystery is, why are there pirates trading with dwarves? Well, the dwarves have something that the pirates need, but we don't necessarily know what that is. And as we descend down into the depths of the dwarven kingdom, you'll see that there is quite a bit of expansion that we need to be doing around here. Each and every doorway is going to lead to a new area of the dwarven kingdom. This area is going to be a little bit more of wizards and magical beasts. This area over here is going to be more based off of, well, kind of the same thing, but a little bit different. I'm going to leave that one for the future. But behind this door is going to be the actual Dwarven Kingdom itself, where I will tie in why the pirates are here and what exactly the dwarves have that the pirates need. But like I said, today we got 2 pirate ships that I want to build. One of them being a Chinese junk ship, which I think is extremely cool and a very neat color, and a necromancer boat, which is like a cool undead boat. That's going to be epic. I'm going to put out here with a bunch of souls and undead creatures. I don't know if I want to put this over here or where exactly I'm going to be locating these boats, but I'm very excited to take them on. So let's go back over to the storage room and start gathering up some resources. Speaking of resources, I have slowly begun recuperating a lot of the gunpowder that I have been running back ever since I filled up the entire concrete machine with all of the TNT, as we expand the city and the overworld and begin taking on the undercity in the Nether, which is going to be my new wither skeleton farm. But that's not the only big change that's happening around here. Well, there's even bigger changes happening, and that is above me and all around me, my Masa, a mega terraforming project where I'm terraforming an entire mesa biome to be a lush green environment. But that is not all. I'm going to be starting season 2, and I need to explain to you guys exactly how that's going to happen. But that won't be in today's episode. That will be in a future episode. So if you guys are all curious to see how exactly I plan to start season 2, then consider subscribing. It's going to be an absolute banger of an episode. It's been taking me months to basically try and organize, and personally, it's something I've never seen done in Minecraft before. Speaking about something you've never seen in Minecraft before, have you ever seen anybody use coal to smelt more coal because they are so down bad for coal in their 42,000 day hardcore world? Well, now you have, because I need a ton of coal for one of these builds. And now that we have all of the resources gathered up, I'm going to take all these shulker boxes and I'm going to bring them over to the build site. It looks like we're going to need to make 2 trips, huh? I don't really know where I want to be placing these boats just yet. I kind of need to survey a little bit of the land and look at the ocean, but I'm feeling right here on this roof is probably going to be a pretty good spot just to kind of slap down some shulker boxes and get my bearings. Now I just have 3 more back at the base I need to gather up, and I missed the portal. I have got to come up with an idea for that portal. Being in such a beautiful area and still not having an idea for what exactly I want to do with this portal is ridiculous. But let's figure out exactly where we want to place these ships. So the Chinese junk ship is going to be a little bit smaller than the necromancer boat. So the necromancer boat I kind of want to put out inside of the open ocean. But for the Chinese junk ship, I was thinking maybe like this area right here might look really nice. So let's see exactly what we can come up with here and build ourselves a couple really cool boats. Well, I am far happier with that placement of that bow. I was debating whether I should put it over here, but I'm extremely happy with what I ended up with in the very end. I think that the color contrast of this boat with this castle and this lighthouse just works so beautifully. It almost pops out in front of you, but this is going to be my Croft's boat. I tried lining it up in a way where it didn't look like it was going to collide with Amanda's butterfly boat over there, and that it's just going to kind of sail right on through. But I am absolutely in love with this guy. This is supposed to be a Chinese junk ship. So basically put something quickly together over here. I would love to build a little telescope kind of looking off somewhere around here, as you know, something to do with a little bit of the celestial theme that they've got going on for their ascension. But so far, I'm very pleased with the way that this boat looks. And here's just a quick little look at the boat from the pier where our dwarven kingdom is looking out into the ocean. And I absolutely love the curvature of that sail there. But most of all, I absolutely adore the little rowboat off the side. That way, if my Croft wants to take his little rowboat off of his main boat and kind of just row his way all the way over here for a quick bite to eat at the Pegasus, he can definitely do so. But this next boat that we're going to be building for Flea, the necromancer boat, is going to be a little bit bigger than what I've got going on for Mycroft's boat. So I think it's going to take a little bit more of a backdrop off in the distance. I haven't quite decided exactly where I wanted to put that boat. Maybe I'll plop it somewhere off into that distance, maybe over here. But it's kind of crazy just by having just a few boats out here. Like the little amount of space that I have in this area, it's kind of quickly, I mean, it's weird to say, but it's quickly filling up. But anyways, let's start building our next boat. Before I do that, I almost had to walk home. I literally have 9 rockets left, so I'm hoping that I have some already auto-crafted. All right, good. I literally almost had to walk home. So I'll just be taking all these rockets for the road. I told you guys this boat was going to be a little bit bigger. A little bit of a torch spam on the inside here, but you know what they say, when in doubt, torch spam it out. Let me show you guys a little bit of what this looks like when I come flying on out. So this is the reason why I wanted this boat to be kind of like the backdrop of the island here. This is supposed to be a little bit more of a galleon. I'm going to be implementing obviously a lot more detail into the boat and putting in more of the necromancer kind of vibes where we'll have like souls and everything like that. But when I'm looking at this boat, I absolutely love the purple. I know Flea really enjoys purple, and I used another brick on the very end there. And you may have noticed, but I use wither skulls at the very end here. I thought that was a nice little touch. Let me see if I can kind of give you a better look at that. Right below there. I think that looks fan-flippin-tastic. But more importantly, from all the way over here at our portal region, which I still need to figure out what I want to do here, so we'll figure that out. Just kind of taking up a little bit of that backdrop because it's black and so dark. I feel like the colors of this island right here really complement having that boat just kind of take up that space back there. And then now when we look this way, we see the other bow, and I absolutely love it. Let's get a flyby with some shaders, shall we? Check out this view from this island over here. We'll definitely have to do something with this island. We'll have to bring it up out of the water. I'm thinking like this whole little area could be like a little island with some shipwrecks on it. But looking at this ship off in the distance, I absolutely love the colors. I can't get over that. And then seeing the Dwarven Kingdom kind of pop into existence. And then, of course, as we fly back towards our portal, seeing the other boat kind of pop in from behind the island is absolutely amazing. So I think it's about time that we get into actually detailing these boats and then bringing them to life a bit more. And I'm just going to leave this shulker box here for now. This is going to be the box that I'm going to be utilizing in order to decorate the necromancer boat. All I need is to grab a little bit of glowstone because I forgot that. I got a bunch of miscellaneous blocks here. I also have something really cool I'm going to show you guys that you may or may not know, a little bit of a build hack, if you will. I'm going to go drop off this over at the other one. And of course it's raining outside. Of course it is. As soon as I want to record outside, it is raining out. Bruh. Anyways, just going to plop this box right here. This is going to be the box that I'm going to be using in order to make this boat. It's going to have a lot of celestial vibes to it. You know, looking at stars and whatnot. I was thinking maybe we could make a little bit of a telescope, kind of like looking up at the sky over here. I think that'd be really neat. Or making this into like a little bit of a telescope or something like that. But I think we're going to start over here with this boat because I would rather stay out of the rain. Okay, let me show you guys something really cool that I discovered the other day that I had no idea you could do in Minecraft, which is ultimately the reason why I absolutely love this game. So when I think about this kind of boat, I want to have like these little souls like kind of floating around. And did you know you could place a candle, obviously, get rid of the block underneath the candle because they're not affected by gravity, and then hang a lantern underneath the candle? Yeah, I had no idea you could do that. I think that's extremely cool. I'm going to be plopping these all around the boat because I feel like they look like little wispy souls like around the boat. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that now. Just like that, you can see the little bit of the sparkle of all the lanterns all around here. But not only that, but I've done a little bit of decorations over here. Yes, there's a lot of open space because I plan to put a whole pirate crew on here with all the other boats if they would like. But I've done my best to try and light everything up as we went. Down inside of here, well, I think this looks really cool. I put a really cool purple eye in front of a, what is this thing called? A respawn anchor. You don't want to click that. And then I thought these were all just a really nice touch. And of course, the banners up there with the little blaze rods, which I like to use as little bug zappers. But here's it without the shaders. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. And then I just blocked off both sides there so we don't see past there. This place is very dangerous though, I will say, mainly because I have like a bunch of mobs that will spawn on these sails. But for now, I think this boat's looking pretty damn nice, don't you think? Like the backside here. I think now it's time to work on the other boat and make a little bit of a different vibe. And well, of course, this boat's a lot smaller than the other boat, which means that we'll have a lot more of a confined space to work with here. That doesn't always necessarily mean that it's going to be easier to work with, I could tell you that. But I would like to build a little bit of a telescope here. And looking off in this direction right here, I have a telescope way over here. Maybe that telescope would look good over here if I had it like, oops, can I make this jump? Oh, I don't have any beacon beams out here. If I maybe had it like kind of hanging off the side here, maybe we could like reposition it somehow if we would like. Let's try something like that. And of course, I don't have any stripped logs over there because, oof, hold on. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need these. I almost didn't have any strip logs over here either. Damn. I'll check the overflow, but you know what this brings me to? I honestly wish we had some way to strip logs. Like if we actually did get the termite, you know how nice that would be just to have something designated in order to pretty much just strip logs so we didn't have to do it manually. Looks like we do actually have some, which is super nice. Also, look at my little reindeer. I have the Santa Claus reindeer and stuff like that. I think is really cool. If we ever have a wandering trader basically spawn in, I'll be able to show you guys what that looks like. But what do you guys think about having some sort of way to like automate stripping logs? Because I'm not a big fan. Check it out. I'm really happy with the way this looks. The telescope, I got this thing all the way down to the smallest I possibly could. Let me know if you guys have any ways of making this any smaller, but that hole right there, yeah, put your face hole in there. That's basically how you look out of the telescope so we can look at the moon as it rises up right over that bridge there. So that's actually really nice. But the best part of this whole thing is the fact that he's got some tunes. Take this. This disc is actually super nice. It's very like, you know, pretty cool. I like it. Anyways, we got the iridescents, or I guess like the lights. Those aren't really iridescents. And he's got a little office space back here, which is super nice. Let me turn this off. It is a little bit loud, but you get the vibes, right? It's really nice. It's the perfect disc for this boat. So if he's just kind of hanging out, doing his thing, that's the thing. In here though, a little bit of a work area. He's got his little book right here that he could like read and write down stuff. He's got his celestial, like, I don't know, like moon, sun, some other things going on here. Earth, of course. He's got his little spyglass in his hand, some scrolls and whatnot, some books. Down here, honestly, just storage for the most part. And then like the same thing goes down here. This is all just storage down here. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of like how this boat turned out. Let me see what it looks like with the shaders on. I feel like this is a very common trend at this point, but I love like the warm vibe. I tried to go with a lot of the warmer colors with the boat and stuff. Just like kind of wanted to kind of spruce it up a little bit. Didn't really know what to do with the boat back there, but love the boat. And looking at it from over here too, it just like kind of looks like the one really nice lonely boat just chilling out here in the ocean. But I also did a really cool thing with Flea as well. Let me show you guys what I did over there. I hooked him up with a little bit of an armor stand here. And you know what? It kind of occurred to me that you guys probably are wondering who Flea and Minecraft are, basically. And let me explain to you guys a little bit of like what I do on my Twitch channel. That was freakishly loud. Freakishly. Anyways, I build stuff for people. So all the builds that you see within the this whole area is built for somebody different. It's people who watch the Twitch streams, they gain channel points just by watching the live streams. It's really fun. If you guys want to be able to buy yourself something really cool and become like a part of the world, then that's something you could definitely do. But the Dwarven Kingdom built that for Armor Cross. This is for Firefly. It's the Haunted Lighthouse. Across the way, this whole pirate island right here, this one is for Jugs. We have a butterfly boat for Amanda, Mycroft, Flea, and well, my entire world is basically for you guys. So I just want to say thank you, and to let you guys know a little bit of like what I do and why I'm saying the things that I'm saying, because you're probably like, I don't know who these individuals are, but now you do. But that's 2 additional boats out there. I'm slowly filling up the area. I've got another 20 boats or something like that I need to put out there. So we're going to be working on some islands probably coming up here very soon, and some shipwrecks. But let me show you guys exactly what I'm working on currently, because it's extremely exciting. And that is, I am going to be finally expanding the city district. I've been talking about this for quite some time. If you guys have been watching the channel, I'm on to the next mega build. I'm going to be making probably one of the fastest wool farms in all of Minecraft, getting us about 3,300 wool per hour. It's pretty ridiculous. I will have to give you guys a link when I actually build the farm, but the person who built it is Ashlaja, I think, if I remember their name off the top of my head. But I've been pretty much mapping some stuff out over here. I'm going to be building like a nice crane here to load up our Christmas train. We have the train station over here. Unfortunately, I probably will be getting rid of some of the stuff over here and maybe redoing these trees to be a little bit more updated with our style nowadays. This right here, this is going to be my Christmas project. Now, I know it doesn't look like a whole lot right now, but I'm going to be making this kind of into like Santa's workshop, but Linkzzey's workshop. Maybe I'll put my name like right up in here, but this is going to be my Christmas build. So for those of you guys who want to become an NPC, you guys show up on Christmas Day, and I will be able to give you guys your own free armor stand in the world. If that's something you're interested in, I have a bunch of different heads you could choose from, different color armor, and you could basically be an NPC just hanging out in my world for free on Christmas Day. So if you guys don't have anything to do on Christmas, well, there you have it. You can do something really cool there. So that will be Link's workshop right here. We'll be building 2 additional like tree planters. I have a little bit of a parking lot over here. Over here, I have a sectioned off this whole area for a construction site. This is actually the gold farm, so I would like to hide that. I could put that inside of a building, but I kind of want to make the city a little bit more dynamic. And of course, like with this area being a construction site and this area kind of being the mountainside, maybe we can kind of play it off like there's some construction going on over here and we're slowly chipping away, getting rid of the mountainside over here, because it's obviously going to take me quite some time to get rid of this entire mountain and flatten it out, because yeah. But if I need dirt, I know where to come. I'll be able to farm up all the dirt over here. I'm going to be kind of like pushing through over here. I pretty much have a little bit of a design for like what I want to be doing with this. I think we'll see how that goes. I got some tracks for some dump trucks to be coming in through here. So a couple trailers for, you know, your boss to hang out while everybody does all the hard work. You know, gotta have the safety officer doing his thing. This isn't going to be like a really low vibe. This is going to be like way up there, and I'm probably going to be relocating this sleigh, unfortunately, but I've got the perfect location for where I'm going to be placing that, and I'll show you guys that here in just a moment. And yeah, this is just a small portion of what I've got planned for the entire city. Oh, let me show you guys a really cool mod that I added. Check this out. This is Zero's world map. I think this is a really cool way to kind of show you guys a little bit of a different perspective on things. So you can see a little bit of the mapping out of the buildings that I have placed and put in here. I think it just helps like kind of convey a little bit more just so you guys are able to kind of see what's going on here. But when it comes to this guy, I think the perfect location for this guy is going to be here. I'm thinking with the cartoony look that Rudolph and the sleigh all kind of bring together, I feel like this is probably the best location for that. Especially if I want to try to make the city a little bit more like natural looking, a little bit more realistic looking. This is supposed to be my Christmas island. So if I have like Rudolph and Santa like kind of like flying over top, I built this up the last Christmas and we did a whole bunch of armor stands pretty much on this island. I know that it isn't all the way down to the surface or the surface to the floor of the ocean, and I will do that. I promise. I just want to finish what I got going on around here, but I got all of my reindeer. They're all just hanging out. They're all like actually looking reindeer-y, but everybody on this island actually immortalized on Christmas Day. So you can kind of see a little bit of the magic of what's going on here. It's really cool. So yeah, I know that Christmas is coming up in literally like a couple weeks now. So if you don't have a place to be, you know where to come. But you could become a part of the vibe. I got all kinds of cool stuff going on around here. But yeah, I think that's all going to be all the time that I'm going to have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I hope you guys like the boats. And of course, I appreciate all the love and support. If you haven't done so already, please leave a like on the video because it helps out the channel tremendously. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, consider doing, especially if you want to keep up with the city project. Obviously, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next episode. And with the time being, YouTube thinks you guys should check out this episode.